what finally led you to putting Brandon in the weekend rotation?
Well, I mean, he's been pitching great. You know, every time we've run him out there, he's been really outstanding. Throws a lot of strikes. He's got a good repertoire of pitches. He's got a lot of self-confidence. He just looks like a guy that could handle the Friday night situation and everything that comes with it. I have a lot of confidence in him. I think our team has a lot of confidence in him. And so, you know, he's got a heck of a matchup, you know, with Witherspoon. I assume that's who's going. I haven't seen the rotation yet.
Yeah.
It's been, what's the order? Okay.
Yeah, Witherspoon's and then Johnson on Sunday.
And then Johnson on Sunday. So, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, we got our work cut out for us offensively all weekend. They've got a tremendous pitching staff and strong bullpen. This is the SEC, and this is what you get. You know, this is what you sign up for. But I feel like Brandon is going to, you know, be right in there and compete hard and believe in himself. And I think our defense has been stellar, and we can play great defense behind him. I don't see any reason why he can't hold his own.
About moving maybe Jake up to Friday. I know you mentioned that.
Yeah, we discussed all the possibilities, Jack. But I think Jake is really comfortable in that slot there. And the middle game is just such an important game. There's been years where I've pitched our best guy on Saturday. When you think about it, you know, if you win on Friday night, now Saturday's game can win the series for you. If you lose on Friday night, the Saturday game can get you back to even. So, you know, for me, there's almost no difference between Friday or Saturday in terms of the importance of the games, you know. I mean, listen, there's all 30 games are important. Sunday's as important as Friday and Saturday. But I know, like, you know, the way it works in a super regional is the way I just described it. So I like to treat every weekend series like it is a super regional. And if you're fortunate enough to get to that point later on in the season, then I think your players are kind of accustomed to that whole attitude, one game at a time. But, you know, we all know that on Friday night it's going to be a tremendous challenge in this league, or in a super regional. You're going to face a great pitcher. That's just the way it is. And if you know, you may win, you may not win. But if you don't, you better have a really great one going on Saturday.
And I'll wrap it up by asking about Dylan Eskew from a weekend rotation standpoint, since we talked about the other two guys. Dylan, as you mentioned last week, is you know, walked some guys, especially some leadoff guys. Has it been more mechanical or more mental with him, and just failure to execute, or how do you go about addressing that, I guess?
Well, let's look at his stats. His ERA is under 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. He's also averaging a walk or hit batter more per inning pitch.
The big building out there behind the left field fence is all I care about. You know, what's the numbers on there? You know, we can talk hits, we can talk on base percentage, we can talk walks, we can talk whip, talk about all those things. But at the end of the day, does he give up runs? And he hasn't given up runs, you know, and that's the most important thing for me. So, I mean, you know, if you walk some batters or you hit some batters, you're going to run your pitch count up, and that's going to keep you from pitching really deep in the game. But he pitched out every jam that he needed to pitch out of the other day. It wasn't the greatest performance, but it also, you know, we ended up pitching a shutout in the game, but we just had to use our bullpen. With him pitching on Sunday, if he doesn't have it, you go to your bullpen early, and hopefully you've got enough bullets down there that can still give you a chance to win the game on Sunday. So I like him as a Sunday pitcher for us, because you know, he's capable of going out there and giving you 6 strong innings. He's capable of having to get taken out early in the game. Either way, we can handle it, you know. And the kid still is a great competitor. I think he's a really good pitcher. You know, he's fearless, and I still have a lot of confidence in him.
Do you look at the start of SEC play as almost like the start of a new season, or for guys who have been struggling, frame it that way?
You know, I don't know if I frame it that way necessarily. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I will today. You know, you know, I mean, come on. If I didn't tell you that the SEC games were a little different than everything else, then I'd be yeah, I'd lose a lot of respect from you guys, because I'm exaggerating it. People don't come to South Carolina to be able to play against Georgia State and Sacred Heart. With all due respect, they come here because it's in the Southeastern Conference. This is where the best players want to play in this league, because it's the best league in all of college baseball. Every day there's the league. The ball game is going to be filtered with future major leaguers out there, and the pitching's going to be the best there is. The hitting's going to be the best there is. We're going to have the fastest guys, and this is where you come to play, to the SEC. So these games are obviously most important, and you can have a heck of a team and finish in the middle of the pack. You can have a heck of a team and finish in the lower third of the league. You can have a great team and not win the SEC championship and still win the national championship. So you just can't make more out of one game than it is. You know what I mean? You just got to go out there for 9 innings and battle as hard as you can. And when that game is over, you got to turn your attention to the next one. And that's the way I've always been with this league, and it's been fairly successful through the years. So I don't see any reason why to change now.